Hi, I'm Eden Mary Gator. So a few years ago, having launched into the field of digital marketing and almost immediately having seen exactly how data can be fine-tuned and used to achieve highly favorable results most efficiently, I've gravitated more towards the analytics side of things. And now I'm fully engaged in market research where I study trends, but I also collect information and I find ways to extract meaning and identify opportunity from that information. With that being said, I want to share that right now, one of the biggest concerns around data as it pertains to our daily use with technology is data protection. Now, one of the main reasons I want to talk about data protection is because I see it as a huge opportunity for Bahamians. First, to be clear on what data protection is a set of strategies and processes that can be used to secure the privacy, the availability, and the integrity of your data. Now, how can Bahamians benefit from data protection? Well, think about all the information that is being collected about you when you use platforms like Facebook or Google, or when you visit a number of different sites online. You're always leaving a digital footprint. And most websites and social platforms profit on the information they collect on you, whether that's on a small scale or on a larger scale. Now, what if you could control exactly how your data was used? You could then be able to determine who uses your data and for what reason. Now, just to give some perspective, just think about your data as being an extension of your personal identity, because everything you do is an extension of you. And that doesn't change, or it shouldn't change even in a digital environment. The conversations and interactions you have online cannot exist without you. One doesn't exist without the other. So again, it's all part of your identity. It's then reasonable that you have a right to know what information is being collected and stored about you, and that you can protect how data about you is used by others. All of that is possible with data protection in the Bahamas. But furthermore, here's the bigger picture. The Bahamas could seek to become the very first jurisdiction to provide data protection to its citizens by passing it into law. Right now, most if not all online platforms are already required to get your permission in order to track your interactions and collect data about you. But we can take it a couple steps further and create legislation where those same online platforms who profit from your data would now be required by statutory law to first seek direct permission every time they want to do anything with your information. So it goes beyond just a casual one-time consent. They'd have to update you directly on the information they intend to collect, and they have to update you as they collect it. They'd have to ask you directly each time they want to use your data, and you can even request for your data to be deleted if you want. Keep in mind that your data is so valuable that online platforms would be willing to even pay you to share your information with them, especially with a law in place to protect your data at such a high level. So this could allow for not just securing your data and determining who gets to use it and for what purpose, but it also allows for opportunities to monetize your data and benefit should you consent to do that. Now I want you to consider the Bahamas is one of the few places to readily provide data protection. We're unique because our Constitution already allows for protection of our privacy in a way that can also be interpreted digitally. All we have to do is pass it into law. What's also important is that our Constitution protects our sovereignty. So that combination right there of protected sovereignty and allowing our privacy to be protected, even in a digital context by our Constitution, is what makes the Bahamas so unique. I mean, just think about it. We can offer constitutional sovereign data protection. Most other countries, if any, are not ideally positioned as we are to allow for this high level of data protection. So now you can understand why I say the opportunity exists for us to become the first and only jurisdiction for data protection. We can even offer digital citizenship to those outside the Bahamas who'd want to protect and manage their data also. and that can create additional ways for us to benefit as well. But to conclude this talk, if you want to see data protection happen in the Bahamas, and if you want this to become reality, then the first step is to do your own research, to become more informed, and to even add more thought as to what can be done. Then I encourage you to advocate for this and gather more support. Those are the steps that we can each take on an individual level, and how it plays out as a collective is that we can bring about mass awareness and hold decision makers accountable and work towards making data protection a reality. I'll continue to do other quick audio videos in the future, talking more about how we can leverage data in the Bahamas, one of which will describe more about how we can actually implement data protection and what that would even look like. So please let me know if you'd be interested in that. Comment your thoughts, and don't forget to like and share this audio video podcast. Also go to EdenMaryGator.com for all of my social media. Until next time, I'm Eden Mary, and thanks for listening.